Hey guys, it's your girl Naturally Nata here. I'm here with my first video of 2019. Happy 2019 to you. I hope you had a great new year. I'm starting off with this video about how to customize and install a 360 lace frontal wig. This one is also very affordable because it's from my favorite online beauty supply, which is SAMSBEAUTY.com. This is by Celebrity Hair. This is their one of their lines of 100% human hair. As you can see, it is a 360 frontal wig, so that means there is lace all the way around. You can put this up in the front, in the back, any way you want to, really. So it gives you a lot of variety. You can put it up in a high ponytail, a high bun, any type of high style, and it has that frontal, so you can part it any which way that you want. And this is what it looks like inside. So I am going to show you how I pluck my frontal. I'm getting better at this. This is side one that is plucked. As you can see, I've already done one side, and then this is the other side. So as you can see, it's a huge difference. This is side one, plucked, looks a lot more natural, and then this right here is side two that has, you know, just straight out the box. You can't see any type of fading into the hairline. It looks extremely unnatural compared to the other side. So now I'm taking these tweezers and I'm just going to start from the top of the side that I have parted off and then work my way down. I like working in sections when I do everything with my wig. So starting off with the plucking, I'm working in sections. I do side to side, and then I do the middle or the top portion of hair. As you can see, I parted off some hair from the front and went a bit behind the hairline, and now I'm going back towards the front of the hairline. It's not really that important, in my opinion, to just keep parting it and be really precise. You just want to keep the tweezers moving. You don't want to keep them in one spot because that can make you pluck too much in one spot. But as long as you're moving, you're fine. So I actually prefer to just, you know, not part back a couple sections at each time. I prefer just to eyeball it, really. So I have parted both sides, so I'm starting with the front. With the front, I am going to part just a little bit behind because I want to keep it kind of full in the front for a little bit of baby hairs, but I'm just parting a little bit of hair and then plucking right behind that, and that's how it's looking so far. As you can see, it looks a lot more natural than it did at first. You can see through it a little bit, which is what you want. You want to be able to see through the front of the hair. Nobody's hairline is perfect like that, so it just makes it look better, really. So I have washed the wig. I washed the wig after I did all this plucking and everything, just to get rid of any excess hair or anything like that. So now I'm just trying the wig on, and I'm trying to see where I want it to lay and everything like that, and how I can cover up my, you know, bright nude wig cap. Now that I know where I want the wig to lay, I'm just going to cut the excess lace off. First off, I do a rough draft, you know, just cutting really low, nowhere near where it's supposed to be cut, just to get some of that excess lace off. And then I'll go back in and really detail it by going closer to the hairline and cutting it closer and closer until I get the lace to look the way that I want it to. Okay, now that I have that lace cut, I am going to go ahead and cut my ears. Not cut my ears, but, you know, cut the lace that is covering my ears, so my ears will be exposed. This will just make the wig look a lot more natural, which is what we want. So as you can see, I'm making a little sideburn. So I'm splitting the hair, like not in half, but a little less than half, like 1/4. And you want to be very careful when you're doing this because you don't want to cut hair that is supposed to still be attached to the wig. So you want to have a clear path of where your scissors are supposed to go. So you really want to part that hair so you can see a clear path of lace to cut, because otherwise you might cut some of the hair that is supposed to be still attached to the wig, and it'll make like little short, ugly like hairs around that area, and it won't look nice. It won't. I've done it before. Trust me, it doesn't look good. But as you can see, that 1/4 piece of hair that I left out, I'm just going to start to shear that out. I'm going to shear it out by moving the scissors up and down along that piece of hair like I'm doing right here, just to make it thinner. And I'm also going to cut it shorter and shorter, little by little, so I can make it look like a sideburn. Just keep doing that back and forth until I get it to look the way I want it to. Now I'm going to start to detail the lace a little bit more, and by that I mean I'm going to start going closer and closer to the hairline in like a jagged motion, not straight across, as best I can, just trying to go a little bit in a jagged motion, which is a tip that I got from Aaliyah J, my girl. I know you know who she is, so that's what I was doing right there. I saw her do that and it made it look a lot more natural when you don't cut the lace in a straight line. So now I'm going to go even further with the plucking. Now that it's on my head, I can see what I really need to do as far as the plucking, so I'm just going to make it look even more natural by plucking it just a bit more. Now it's time to glue this baby down. So I'm going to take my Ghost Bond XL, and I like applying my wig in sections now with the glue. I had to really do trial and error with glue, and I found what I like. I really think I found what I like. So I put it in the center of my forehead first. I work in sections on gluing it down, not just putting it all around my whole entire hairline all at once. That don't work good for really making your wig stick down for multiple days. So once I glue down the middle part, I let it dry, you know, press it down. Then I'll start to work on the side. So that's what I'm doing right here. And then I like to do the side closest to my ear on the sides. Then I do the side that's really at the bottom close to my ear, and I really put that glue in my hair. I smooth it back into my hairline. Don't be afraid to do this as long as you use some type of glue remover. I like using the Janet Collection Isha lace bond glue remover, which takes it off so simply, doesn't take any of my hair out. As long as you use something like that, you do not have to be afraid of putting glue in your hair. So, and if you really want the sides of your wig to stick by your ears, which is the most hard, like the most difficult part of a wig to get to stick down is by the ears, you have to actually put some of that adhesive into your hair. That's what I found. If you don't, it's going to start coming up within like a day or two. All right, I know you guys are like, what the heck are you doing? So off camera, I took this wig and put it back on my mannequin head, and I did a nice little braid in the front that you'll be able to see in just 1 second, and then put that into a ponytail basically, so it's like half up, half down. I wanted to put the top part into a bun, but the bun was looking extremely stringy and like not full, and I hated it. So I found this track of like curly hair. I know it's not the same curl pattern. We're using body wave hair, and this hair is not body wave that I'm adding in the track, but it still worked. Just watch. So what I did was take this track and wrap it around the base of the ponytail that I made, and I just, you know, wrapped it around and made it look cute, and then I'm just going to bobby pin it in place. You see that I did a little French braid right there in the middle, and then basically we have a half up, half down type of hairstyle, which is what I really wanted to do. But the bun just wasn't looking right. It wasn't looking full. It just wasn't looking right. So I had to add that hair piece in, and I really like the way that it turned out. Now I'm taking this next gadget tool. You can interchange these wands. This wand is more of like a spiral wand. I want to make the rest of the hair look more like that hair piece, that track that I put in. So that's why I'm using this. So I'm just taking the hair in small sections and wrapping it around this styling tool, and I'm just going to hold it there for a few seconds and then let it loose, and I'm just going to repeat that process through the rest of the hair that I have down. And when I'm all done, this is what it looks like. The curls are a bit tight, so I'm just going to spread them out with my fingers. And now I'm just going to work on a bit of baby hairs in the front. I did have some hairs left out that I did on purpose, that I left out of the braid in the half up ponytail that I have. So those were left out on purpose because I was going to do the baby hairs at the very end. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just using a bit of styling mousse. I'm using the Nata Body Wrap Me foaming mousse. And I like using foaming mousse instead of like gel for my baby hairs because it makes them less firm. And with this type of hair, which is very like stringy, which is the one thing I didn't like, it's very like stringy and like thin. You want to use something that's not as intense. What?
And it's the perfect weather too. It's only 50 degrees outside.
Sorry, I'm just finishing this up.
No, you're good.
I really feel like I'm getting better at frontals. Frontals are no joke. They are no joke, but I finally feel like I'm getting the hang of them just a little bit. So this is not for beginners. But if you are looking for an affordable frontal to do yourself or to let somebody else install for you and you don't got the coins like that, like your girl, this is a good option because it's from an online beauty supply. It's not from, you know, a human hair like company like RPG show or something like that. But you can still get the look with this 360 wig for less. So that's why I love it. And I could still do everything that I would have done with that type of wig, in my opinion. Real quick though, I want to show you guys how you can do the 360, like how you can use this. This is a 360 wig, which means you're supposed to be able to put it up in the back. So I wanted to show you guys real quick how you can do that. This is a different day. This is like 2 or 3 days later. So this wig is still going strong. I did not reapply anything. I just, you know, touched up the baby hairs a little bit, and I was in a rush this morning. This is actually a Sunday. I just got home from church. So I was looking a little rough. I'm sorry, but I wanted to put it up so I could show you guys how it looks. And that's how it looks. All I did was put that half of the hair that was down up into a ponytail and pull that ponytail up and secure it with some bobby pins. That's literally all I did. I touched up a bit of the curls with that curling wand, but other than that, I did nothing else. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I cannot wait to hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.